Hey guys, Fort Mike here. Today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to be showing you some Planet Coaster content. So this is actually for a contest submission for the Channel 5 Planet Coaster community. So this challenge was a Mainstreet Makeover challenge. So basically, you kind of see like the two examples on the side and how there's a spot in the middle for me to build. So yeah, basically just building a Main Street type store. Um, we got to choose a theme of whatever you want to base the store around. So yeah, I'm kind of going for a brick building here. My inspiration, I mean, you'll definitely see it later, was like kind of like a Brooklyn style building. And what I'm going out to do is building a like music store. So I kind of put most of my effort of this build into doing custom guitars using like the art shapes. So you'll see that a bit later, but yeah. So yeah, here I am just building the building. Kind of borrowing the glass pieces there. And yeah, this is my first time I think actually using the glass. I think they added it more recently, and in general it's kind of, I haven't done much Planet Coaster 2. I've kind of built a water park. Maybe I'll show you that. Maybe I'll show you guys that in the future, but yeah, haven't done much of it. So this is kind of my first project that I actually set out to complete. It's like a mini challenge. It was a 2-week length, I think, to complete it. I kind of ended up completing it. As of the time this video is going out, the contest is over. So yeah, kind of seeing me struggle with the glass here, but eventually I get it down. I struggle with the opacity too, trying to figure out. I think I end up changing that later. But yeah, here we are with the guitars. So I kind of, I'm okay with the basic shapes. You see on the right there, just that we just got past it, but I was trying to build a custom guitar for the sign, and that didn't go great. And then I saw that they have like a guitar already in the game, but you could only have it the Viola Vegan guitar and everything, and it's kind of like a ukulele or something, or like a classical guitar. So I didn't want to use that. So instead, I decided that I would kind of like, it was per scale to a person, maybe a little smaller, but so I decided to kind of like build basic shapes over it to create my own guitar. There, I'm building like the neck and the fretboards and stuff. I don't know too much about guitars, but believe it or not, this is all sped up too. Looks like I'm going rather slow here, but this was as fast as Sony Vegas would let me time lapses. That's how meticulous I was being about placing them. Kind of something that probably more experts of basic shapes could figure out better than me. It's like I made these. They look good from the front, but if you look at them from like the sides and like they're not like on the ground or against the wall, then you'll just see like a ton of just shapes and stuff poking out. And here we fast forwarded to kind of the end of it, so I got a good looking acoustic guitar down. It was pretty hard to do like the top where you tune the guitar. That was pretty difficult and annoying to try to figure out. I think I did a better job with the electric guitar than I'm about to build, but yeah, I don't think it looks terrible for what it is, just something that's kind of like in a shop window. And then here I'm kind of starting to build an electric guitar, so I think I just pulled up for reference like a Fender guitar, and yeah, kind of base it off of that. Kind of what I was doing with that big guitar you see in the background, like I was saying before, when I was just trying to freehand it. But it was a lot easier just to start with like the acoustic guitar base and work from there. Yeah, using these little egg shapes to try to make the ends of the top of the the bottom of the guitar there, rather. And yeah, here I'm building top of guitar where you tune it, and I think I did a lot better of a job here. You'll see in a second, but I think just in general I was getting more confidence as I went through this, and that's why I like challenges in general. Kind of helps me to gain confidence in building with basic shapes. And yeah, I didn't go too adventurous with the actual building here. If you guys watch the contest over on the Channel 5 Gaming YouTube, there will definitely be buildings that look a lot better than mine ends up looking. I am just in the builder rank for anyone that's familiar. But yeah, I think I could do better, hopefully. I mean, this is, like I said, really my first intro into Planet Coaster 2, and I haven't even played that much of Planet Coaster 1. I mean, not like in terms of building. I think I just really liked doing the roller coaster aspect. So yeah, this is really something very different. And speaking of roller coasters, there actually is they're doing a bigger challenge, multi-week instead of just 2-week. I think it's like a month, for a roller coaster challenge for a 8K blueprint, 8K pieces, for those not familiar, which is quite a lot. My building here ended up being like 1,500, and most of that was, the multiple basic shape guitars that were like 100 pieces each. And yeah, here I am just deleting the boundaries of the building, and I scaled up my one guitar to use like as a sign. You'll see that get more finished later. And then now it's time for me to finish the building. But yeah, back to the roller coaster. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely take a crack at that challenge. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it in time. But I have some good ideas, I think. I think I'll be able to make a good roller coaster. Hopefully do good in the contest, we'll see though. And then I found this mythology piece that I thought looked really good for kind of like the trim of this Brooklyn style building. I ended up coloring it brown later. I think I'll show that, but it was kind of perfect. I mean, maybe to demonstrate my building better, I could have made my own trim using like smaller pieces, but it just was like so perfect and kind of matched the vibe I was going for with these like old New York City buildings in Brooklyn. And then I wanted to do like a rooftop concert thing. You'll see that later. Kind of the whole thing ended up kind of being like inspired by the Apple Corps building in a way, like the roof at least. So I ended up making the sign. I call it John's Jam. It's kind of like, I don't know, naming after John Lennon, I guess. But yeah, I got inspired to do something on the roof just to spice up the building more. And who else better for music and the roof than the Beatles rooftop concert. And here I am, kind of just put like this hatch, so rooftop access, and a little flower bed just to decorate it a little bit. Again, I could have definitely gone more in depth, but just for the time I actually had to build this, and get it done in time, then this is about as much as I could do. And then I still hadn't even showed. I had made the guitar so far, but I ended up wanting to go further and make a drum kit, which unfortunately I didn't record the whole thing, but I ended up realizing that, and I show myself placing it. But yeah, here I am figuring out how to place the guitars against the wall. It's also kind of like a learning curve, I guess, just using the movement tools. I finally got the 3 or 4 guitars placed. I ended up, and recoloring them. That wasn't too hard recoloring them, but I also plan on submitting these guitars onto the workshop so that anyone can use them if they want to use as decoration. I do have this whole building as a blueprint. I'll try to remember to put that in the description. And yeah, here's the drum. I didn't really get that much of a close-up of it, but yeah, so I made it with basic shapes again, and then like the aquatic pipes for most of it. It's kind of like they have that like drum shape that ended up actually working quite well. I phone in the window down there too, and then I ended up just placing some flowers here. It took me a little bit to figure out what plant I wanted to put in there. And then I ended up just using kind of like, I didn't want to go too crazy for the mics, so I just used the stand for the symbol that I made, and I thought it looked enough like a microphone to use there. But yeah, so that's basically it. Now I bring some of the guitars upstairs and I recolored them to put on the ground of the roof, um, to show like a concert's actually gonna happen up here. But yeah, and now here I'm just placing some nighttime lighting. That was one of the requirements for the contest, was to have some sort of nighttime lighting, but not to make it too bright. So I just tried to put some lights in the display window, and then also outside, and then facing up towards the sign, and then as well a few lights on the roof to kind of illuminate the ground so you can see what's going on up there. Yeah, the lighting in this game, I don't know, feels a little different than Planet Coaster 1, at least for me, so it's kind of a learning curve. But yeah, here's the building at night and during the day, and yeah, that's basically it, guys. So if you enjoy and want to see more Planet Coaster content, let me know. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.